When you're trying to develop better ideas, it's very helpful to use the new market space model, where you're comparing the attributes that users care about against the competitive set that exists today and the new solution that would be more ideal as a combination of attributes for them. Remember we were talking about Cirque du Soleil? Magnificent. Well, it's important to understand how it differs. Remember the key things that you're laying out. First, I want you to list the attributes that matter to the end user about the experience across the bottom. How affordable is it? How accessible or how fast is it when time is a factor? And what are the attributes of quality? You'll recall we talked about things that included humor and theatricality and artistry and animal acts versus the traditional domain, etc. But use your challenge, not Cirque du Soleil. And what we want you to do is first map the attributes that matter across the bottom of your grid. Next, and this requires you to do some competitive analysis, so you may have to do some secondary research to go out and look at the market analysis. If you've done a SWOT analysis, you'll be familiar with the competition. What I want you to do is map the sort of best practices of, or the attributes of your top competition in this space. Remember that sometimes when you're doing something that's never been done before, the competition is however people are solving the problem today, which may be very unsatisfactory, but it's still a solution in some regard. Draw that line. Next, do a competitive analysis and show in the aggregate roughly where the competition lies. If there's 2 or 3 different wildly distinct competitive domains, you might have several lines here that show where different competitors are. Because what you're trying to do is differentiate, so it's important to map the competition. And then lastly, I'd like you to diagram your unique and better offer. And what I mean by that is, the customer might have an ideal that says you've solved it perfectly, instantly, for free. The competition is doing a suboptimal job on a number of those attributes, and you're coming in higher. Basically, you're trying to do a better job than the competition on at least some subset of the attributes that matter most. Maybe people will pay a lot more for a much better potato peeler. So you don't have to activate a lower cost if you're activating a much higher quality, much better experience, and they value that. If they don't, then you need to go with the Walmart approach, which says that the most important attribute is cost. So what I have to do is take away and strip out all the stuff that's unnecessary and get it to them at the same level of functional capabilities, but a much lower cost. Either of those can be big winners. Much better, much cheaper, much faster. When you're done, submit your answer. Of course, you can always post questions to your faculty. Thank you very much.